10/9/2012, Alcoa and Yum Brands are going to be reporting, but we're going to watch the Yum Brands first that will be reporting. There's a lot of controversy on Yum Brands earnings based on the Chinese and how they have fared over there outside of the U.S. Um, they are leveraged fairly decent. We have a bid of 65.50 before the earnings come out. Closed at 66.04. Was down 90 cents on the day. So we will be getting that knee-jerk reaction, and Alcoa will be up next. But we are going to be dealing with the Yum Brands. Yum Brands right now with the bid of 65.50 and a 66.04, and we're going to see what that report has to say. Watch that knee-jerk reaction, MMT. Here we go. We're starting to get a little bit of movement in the Yum Brands. It's at $67 right now, 67.05. This is live after hours. We got as high as 67 here. We closed at 66. It doesn't move a lot, and it's going to be all over the map until we can find out how they executed the quarter. And also, will have a lot to do with other restaurant stocks, but we are getting that good upside volatility right now on Yum Brands that started out the quarter. For quarterly earnings are starting right now with Yum Brands, and they're also starting with a little company over here called Alcoa. And Alcoa didn't have a lot of bad things to say. I'm going to have to find out more. How to evaluate this play based on the earnings. This is the after hours earnings gap on Yum Brands. Today's date, 10/9/2012. And so far, there's going to be a conference call, and that's where we're going to discover everything. But I can tell you that Yum Brands preliminary was 99 cents versus 97 cents. Revs are 3.57 billion versus 3.64 billion on Capital IQ. Now that's a little bit light on the revenue now, from what I'm seeing. They got fiscal year of 12 EPS of 324 versus 326. So we would take a look at why we're going up in after hours. Some of those numbers don't quite match. We won't know more until we get on the conference call, but it's definitely a good way to start the name out. What we'll look at doing is shorting the high end of this. And then when we get on the conference call, we'll find out if there's going to be a pullback. We'll be in that. Right now it's to the long side. And we are starting Yum Brands out with a $2 up move. Remember, 66.94 was a close. So this is a pretty good, decent sized move that people were willing to take the risk based on the fact that they could get their margins in line with their restaurant business. So basically fast food. China's a big deal. We're going to have to hear about that. So I'm going to have people on standby to sell short the high in case we drop back down and everything isn't as rosy as people would like. And we'll do that live right now up here as it can. We'll get the entry as we get on that conference call up toward the highs and see if there's a problem with Yum Brands. Heavily owned, a good company, executes well, but we need to find out more about it because some of the numbers don't match up. It's a nice move up, and we'll let it continue to go higher.